Good afternoon. Yeah, we're about to start a live session on the frequently asked question on 2022 Jamb Utme registration. As we all know, that the Jamb registration is starting today. Jamb Utme registration is starting today. That is 19th of February 2022, and there are some frequently asked questions by students. I'm going to be taking you through these questions, and if you're online, you can join us and you can ask your question for clarification, among others. So what are the frequently asked questions on Jamb Utme registration? Frequently asked question on Jamb Utme registration. Before I forget, my name is Mr. Abdulaziz Adisadiwale. My students fondly call me Diza. I'm the program coordinator at DEE Tutors. DEE Tutors is a tutorial center situated at Abule Oja, not too far from Unilag First Gate in Yaba. We provide results-oriented tutorial services. We help students to excel academically, and at the same time, we help you to have seamless registration of different examinations. And one among them is Jamb Utme. So Jamb is an examination through which students get admission to universities or tertiary institutions starting from 100 level. So we're going to be discussing some frequently asked questions on Jamb Utme registration. I believe we are all parts of the live program. So the first question I will be discussing with you is what is Jamb profile code? What is Jamb profile code? Yes, I need to let you know what Jamb profile code is. Your Jamb profile code is what we use in purchasing your e-pin. What we use in purchasing your e-pin. Your Jamb profile code is what is gotten after you send your NIN to 55019 or you send it to 66019. So that is your Jamb profile code. Your Jamb profile code is used for several things in the course of your registration. Beyond, if we are to register you at the accredited center, we also use the Jamb profile code. So it is the code we use to purchase the Jamb registration e-pin. That is the first question I'm going to be answering. The next question is what is Jamb profile? Your Jamb profile is different from your Jamb profile code. For those who did Jamb last year, because we didn't register Jamb with the mail, so most of them didn't have profile immediately after their Jamb registration. It was later they went to link their email with their Jamb profile before they were sent the Jamb login details to the Jamb profile. Your Jamb profile is your own account. If you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram, you have your own profile, you have your own account, you have your own page. The same thing applicable to Jamb Utme too. Your Jamb profile is your home page on Jamb Portal. So anything you want to do on Jamb Portal, change of institution, change of course, change of name, you want to correct anything, you're going to be doing that through your Jamb. You're going to be doing that through your Jamb profile. That is the first question to be answered today, your Jamb profile. And also, we also have another frequently asked question by students. What are the Jamb email and the phone number? So the phone number, your Jamb phone number, is the number you use to generate your profile code. So if you want to generate your profile code, you send NIN written in capital letter. You write NIN in capital letter. You leave a space, you write your NIN number, you send it to 55019 or you send it to 66019. So the number you use in generating your profile code is your Jamb registration number. The number you use in generating your profile code is your Jamb registration number. That is your the phone number. That is the Jamb phone number. And your email is the email you use in the course of your registration. It is to your email that the password and the login details, that is your username and your login details, will be forwarded to. Anything you want to do on your Jamb profile or Jamb portal will be communicated to you via your email and your phone number. These are very important in the course of your Jamb registration. So if you're registering for Jamb, it is important you put into consideration the email and the phone number you will be using for your Jamb registration. That is the second question that is frequently asked by students. Another question that is frequently asked by students is, what is Jamb ePIN or PIN? So your Jamb ePIN is just like your recharge card. You understand it? So when you pay for a recharge card, you want to credit your phone, you're going to be given a paper that contains your PIN. That PIN is what you're going to use to load the card. The same thing applicable to Jamb ePIN. That is the PIN that is used for your registration. So when we say we want to purchase your Jamb ePIN, or you want to purchase your Jamb registration PIN, that is what we refer to. That is the PIN that is used by the accredited center to register you for Jamb Utme. That is purchasing of the credits for Jamb registration. So your ePIN, your PIN, is what we use in registering you for Jamb registration. I hope that is clear and that is understood. So another question that is frequently asked by students on Jamb registration is what are Jamb accredited center? What are Jamb accredited CBT center? CBT simply means computer-based tests. So there are some accredited center. Accreditation simply means approval. So the Jamb accredited center is where Jamb registration take place. Jamb accredited center is where Jamb registration take place. And where Jamb registration take place at the accredited center, and those centers are usually where you even write your Jamb examination eventually. So when you come to DEE Tutors and you tell us you want to register for Jamb Utme, we get your details, we guide you on filling of your information, how to generate your profile code, among others. So after we've done that, we help you to purchase your PIN. After purchasing of your Jamb registration PIN, so we proceed to our accredited center. DEE Tutor has an accredited center that we help students to register for Jamb Utme. Jamb Utme cannot be registered from anywhere aside from your accredited center. So the Jamb accredited CBT center is where you register your Jamb Utme, and that is also where you also write your Jamb Utme examination. So we have limited CBT center in Nigeria, to be specific. So if you're registering for your Jamb Utme, it is advisable for you to register in time, so you are not taking to Ogun State, you are not taking to places too far away from where you reside, from your residential area. So immediately the CBT center is exhausted in your own area, you are going to be posted to the next CBT center that is nearby. If the nearby CBT center, if you are in Lagos, you reside in Lagos, and you dilly-dally, you wasted your time not registering in time, you're waiting for the, as people will ask, when are we going to register? When is Jamb registration going to end? That is the question they ask whenever they hear that the registration has started. You don't need to wait till when it's going to end, because there are a lot of disadvantages that come with registering for exam late, which cannot even be exhausted by trying to talk about it in this live session. So it is advisable for you to register in time. So the accredited CBT center is where you register for your Jamb Utme registration, and DEE Tutor has one where we register our students. And it is advisable to go to tutorial centers where we have experts and they have people who are experienced, because of the mistakes that are peculiar to the registration of Jamb Utme. There are some costly mistakes that will cost you another year of admission. So it is advisable to register with an organization like DEE Tutors. So another frequently asked question is another frequently asked question is how can I speak to Jamb officials or to support system? Jamb has a support system email. You send email to anytime you have problem. There is a support system email where it's going to be put on this link, so that for those people who are interested, so you can actually drop a message, because there's a particular problem that is peculiar to 2022 Jamb Utme registration at now, is that students who register for Jamb Utme last year, the number you use in registering for your Jamb Utme last year is mandated, or it is specifically requested for in the course of generating your profile code. For instance, now when you send send your NIN in capital letter with a space and you write out your NIN number, you send it to 55019 or you send it to 66019. If you send it with a number that you didn't use to register for Jamb last year, assuming you did Jamb last year, it will redirect you to go and make use of that number. So, and I have a student who has a peculiar problem. He used the mother phone number to register last year. The mother is no longer in Nigeria, and at the same time the SIM has been misplaced. So if the boy wants to register the SIM, it is the mother's details that is on the SIM. So that's it. Oh, so we have that problem. We are yet to find answer to that question, because I've contacted some accredited CBT center if they are familiar with a problem like that. But I believe in the course of registration by Monday or Tuesday we get an answer to that, which immediately we do that, we are going to do a video or we are going to share a post on how you're going to go about that. It is a problem that is identified. Another frequently asked question is just the way I've said. Another frequently asked question. So we've actually exhausted some of the frequently asked questions that students have, and some students will ask, are we going to get the recommended test from Jamb, or we are the ones to buy the recommended test? So you paid for the recommended test for Jamb use of English. There is always a recommended test for Jamb use of English. That is for instance, now year before last year we used Sweet 16. Last year we used Life Changer. As at this morning, Jamb has not forwarded all the materials. That is why we've not really started the registration of some of our students who have paid for Jamb Utme registration today, because some of the material for registrations have not even arrived at the accredited center. The CD, such as the recommended test, among others. So that's why we advise them to come on Monday. We use this weekend to help you to purchase your pen, among others, and to see that all your information filled are correct and the course you want to study, because there is requirement for every course. In University of Lagos, the requirement for mass comm may not be the requirement for mass comm in another university. In Unilag, mass comm is under the Faculty of Social Science. In some university, mass comm is under art and humanities. And the requirement for art and humanities in some universities is not the same as the requirement for art, social science in University of Lagos. That is why it is important for candidates who plan to write Jamb UTME to always get in touch with experts, counselor, educational counselor, admission guidance, like as we have in DEE Tutors, to help you through the decision. We are not going to impose anything on you, but we are going to tell you, okay, this is the right thing to do at the right time, so that you don't later come to us to tell us a story that touches. We've had students that they meet all the admission requirements. They've actually scored the highest mark possible for them to be offered admission, but because of their Jamb UTME combination, they can't study. I had a student that had to repeat that program for the next year. So for every course, we have the Jamb UTME subject combination, and every university has its subject combination. And even there are some of the subject combinations that are on Jamb brochure that are not even up to date. So it is advisable for you to visit the website of any university you plan to go to and get their requirement for the course you want to study. You can't afford to take that for granted. It is really, really very important. Another question students also ask in the course of Jamb UTME registration is okay, we don't know that life changer is still going to be used. Of course, life changer is still going to be used. We hope that. And SWIFT system, the recommended test, all those stuff among others. So there are some frequently asked questions. If you have any question and you're online live with us, you can ask your question because you are the candidate or you are the prospective candidate. You can drop your question at the comment section after this live session so that we can get to know what are the frequently asked questions. Or if there's anything you would like us to do video on, definitely we are going to do that just to be able to clarify you, to put you through. Jamb is a way of getting admission to the university. It's one of the several ways of getting admission to the university. It is done annually. Every year there is a Jamb UTME. And just the way I tell my students, it's average of 180 questions for 2 hours. The last time management video live session we did on Instagram, we discussed that with you guys, and I think we've been able to answer some of the frequently asked questions by students in the course of their Jamb UTME registration. If you have any question, kindly let me know before I leave the on live session on our Instagram. You can just drop a message or you can just join the live session as in case you're online. Also, I would also like to let you know that our UTME classes are in progress. We have the morning session, which is from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. in the afternoon. We have the evening session from 3:30 to 6:30 in the evening. For the students who are staying far away, or they are staying in another state, or you are staying in another country, so we also have provision for you. You can join our class via Zoom or Google, Google Meets. So you can join our class. Our classes are streamed live. You can even ask questions from the tutors. We have provision for that. So in case you're interested in preparing for Jamb UTME, with DEE Tutors, which will guarantee you excellent results in your exam, a perfect result in your exam, there's no really big deal. All you just need is to understand the tips, the strategies on how you can seamlessly pass Jamb UTME, which we believe that when you follow our guidance, our preparation, this is going to be the last you're going to be writing Jamb, just the way I prophesize into my students live. Anytime they walk up or they come into DEE Tutors, I will just tell them, you're going to be getting admission this year. and it all come to pass. You too cannot be an exception. You can check out our testimonials, our results from our previous years. You can see that on our Instagram page, on our Facebook page, just to tell us that we have been in the game for years and we have been dishing out results for students. So not to waste much of your time, it's a pleasure being on the live session today. Thank you very much for those who come around, and for those who will be watching this video later. We appreciate you guys, and it has been a pleasure. What we discussed today is still frequently asked question on 2022 Jamb Utme question. For those who will be watching the video later, if you have any question, kindly drop it at the comment section. We can still do video on it subsequently as time goes on. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure being with you.